Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Makeup with V. Today I'm going to be taking you through my March must-haves. One of my favourite types of YouTube videos to watch are monthly favourites. So I'm going to be trying to keep up every month to show you guys what I've been using and what I've been really loving each month. So let's go ahead and get straight on into it. The first product that I want to talk to you guys about is a foundation. I had heard great things about this foundation because it is perfectly suited to my skin type. It's the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup and it's got an SPF of 10. Now I am in the shade Ecru. This is an amazing foundation. I get a really oily T-zone and this really helps to combat that. This doubled up with a little bit of powder in the T-zone. It leaves you nice and matte throughout the whole day. I've never actually had that with another foundation before. It's always by the end of the day, it's just an oily mess or it just kind of disperses onto the rest of my face. But this one stays put. It is incredible. So much so that it's actually quite hard to get off at the end of the day. I really love a full coverage foundation and this gives you exactly that. They have a huge range of different shades and I just think it's really amazing. Really been enjoying this in the month of March and I can tell I'm going to be using it for many months down the track. There are two concealers that I want to talk about today. The first being the Too Faced Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer. I've always really kind of just stuck to what I know with concealers and I don't really venture out that often. I usually just stick with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, but I was very conscious that if I'm going to be starting a YouTube channel, I'm going to have to step out of my comfort zone and try new things. So I tried this Too Faced Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer and it is beautiful. I was so happy with it. It's really similar to the NARS. I'd say this is probably a little bit more watery, but it's really easy to apply, blends beautifully, and it gives you really nice coverage as well. I am in this shade Light, and it's just a really good concealer. It's really quick for those days where I just want to be patting some on and I'm in a rush to get to work. So I really have been reaching for this a lot in the month of March and also as a kind of a primer for your eyeshadow as well. This has been really great. The other concealer that I want to talk about is from NARS and it's the Soft Matte Complete Concealer. Sorry, mine's a little bit dirty because I use it heaps. Now this is really great. I was actually a bit skeptical when I first saw it in the pot because it looks really quite solid and I thought that it was going to be really heavy and really cakey on the skin, but it's not. It is incredible. It goes on really smoothly and you need a tiny bit. All you have to do is put a teeny tiny bit on your concealer brush and then just dab it wherever you need it and on your blemishes as well. And it blends out exactly like the Radiant Creamy stick form. It's really beautiful. I really love this. The only downside I would say to this is that it does take up a little bit more time than say like a liquidy one like this because you really do kind of, it goes on quite easily, but because it's on that brush, you do have to pack it on a little bit at a time like this. Obviously, you could use a bigger brush. I just find that this takes a little bit more time to put on. So on the weekend, when I've got lots of time on my hands and I'm really kind of leisurely putting my makeup on, I reach for this one. But during the week when I need to rush out the door for work, I reach for this one. So both of them amazing products that I've discovered in March, and I would really recommend both of them. In the NARS, I am in the shade Light 2 Vanilla. Along with concealers, I mentioned this in my drugstore haul, but this is the Nude by Nature concealer brush. Thought I'd mention this because it is incredible. I love this brush. I've been using it so much. I didn't think it would be right to have a must-have video without putting this in, but I talked about it in my other video, so you guys know a lot about this, so I won't waste too much time talking about this, but just have a look at the handle again. Oh, it's just so beautiful. Yes. Really love this. Definitely recommend. Okay, what other beauty products do we have here? From The Body Shop is the bronzing powder in the shade Light Matte. This is the packaging and here is the shade inside. Look how lovely that is. This is a really nice warm bronze that is just really, really good for my skin tone at the moment. Just been brushing it all over my face to give my face a really nice warmth. It is getting a bit colder here in Australia, so I think that I'm definitely going to be reaching for this a lot in the months to come to try and give my face a bit of a nice little glow when it's grey and gloomy like it is today. Really lovely. It's a really beautiful formula, but it's a really light bronze. I am quite pale, so I don't want a bronze that's going to be looking really orangey. I want one that's kind of cooler toned, and this one is just perfect for me. Look how light that is. But it does a really, really nice hint of colour on your face, and I've been really, really loving this. I'll be linking all the prices down below and also where you can buy all of these products just in the description box. Now these next two items are both eyeshadow palettes. I'm going to start off with one that I discovered kind of at the end of Feb, beginning of March. I hadn't been using it enough to be talking about it in my February favourites, so I thought I'd save it for my March must-haves. This is the Pony Effect Conceptual Eyes Quad. Now this is from the brand Pony Effect. It's a Korean brand, and I bought this from a shop called Merry Seasons, which I have spoken about previously on my channel. Look at this packaging. Isn't it really, really fab? It's got like a mirrored navy effect with rose gold all on the back and all on the sides. It's just really, really beautiful. Now this palette is a really soft, neutral, metallic palette. So I've actually been using this and doing a whole look with this. It's really nice for those daytime looks where you want to look really soft and really feminine, and I've just been really enjoying it. So these are the shades here. You've got 3 metallics, 1, 2, 3, and then this is a matte shade. So I usually use this to pack down my concealer to make sure it's all set. This metallic shade here is darker, so you can really define the outsides of your eyes, and these two here you can kind of use however you like. But they're just really, really beautiful and really, really pigmented as well. I'd never tried anything from Pony Effect before, and when I was going to look for my sheet masks at Merry Seasons, I saw that they had this beautiful, beautiful stand, and I just had to try at least one of their products. And I was really, really happy with this. I will definitely be trying out more products from this brand because I was really, really happy with it. Let's just swatch a few of the colors. So here are the swatches of those 4 colors. So see, you've got the darker, more coppery brown at the top, and then there's that lighter rosy gold, and there's a pink shimmer right there, and then the setting shade right there. Really, really beautiful colors. Unfortunately, I threw away the slip of paper that came with it that had all the names of the shades. They do have other quads in their collection, and they're all called something different. And this is the quad that is called Innocent. So really beautiful, really nice and soft colors, and really beautiful for every day when you want something a little bit shimmery but nothing too bold. Their second eyeshadow palette, which I have been obsessed with this month, I'm actually wearing it today, is the Smashbox Covershot eyeshadow palette in the shade Ablaze. Now this eyeshadow palette is just amazing. First of all, look at that packaging. How cool is that? There's like a holographic, is it a flower or is it an explosion? I think it's an explosion. There's a holographic explosion on the front, and the packaging really gives you an idea of what the colors that are inside this palette. Now this palette has a little bit of a story behind how I got it. At work last month, the student that I was supervising, she finished up. She'd started with us in October last year, and she only just finished up at the end of February, beginning of March. And as a thank you, because I was supervising her for that time, she gave me a voucher for Mecca. So I bought this palette with that voucher. So Linda, if you're watching, thank you very, very much for this. I wanted to get something that I was going to be using and that I could keep for quite a while, and I thought, what better than an eyeshadow palette? This is going to be my go-to autumn eyeshadow palette because the colors are just so fitting for autumn. Just look at those. Don't they just kind of remind you of autumn leaves on the trees? Now in this palette there are 4 matte shades and 4 shimmer shades. If I'm honest, the main reason that I got this palette was for this color right here. This kind of rosy, dark, burgundy, mahogany kind of shade. That is called, it's called Nirvana. Now I don't have this color in any of my other palettes, so I saw that color and was like, wow, that is a massive draw. Because in the Covershot collection they have, I think it's 8 all up, and they're all different colors and they're all different shades, and I was so overwhelmed when I got there. I was like, I don't know which one I want, because I knew I wanted one of them, I just didn't know which one I wanted. And then as soon as I saw that color right there, I was like, yeah, that's the one, I need to get that one. Let's do some swatches. There are 8 shades altogether, and here's what they look like swatched on your skin. Oh, they're just so beautiful. The one right at the top is this pale one right here. You can't really see it because it kind of just blends into my skin, but look at the rest of them, they're so beautiful. So I do have this on my eyes today. I've got the darkest red and the darkest kind of orangey, I've got the 2 matte shades here on my eyelids. I've got this shimmery orange right here underneath my eyes, and I do have this shimmery browny color right on the center of my lids, just to give me a little bit of sparkle. But I'm obsessed with this palette. I've been using it non-stop. Whenever I go out for dinner, whenever I'm going out at nighttime, I use this. Even during the day, it's so appropriate in the autumn time. It really gets you ready for winter. It's really nice and warm, and I just, I bought this off of the Mecca website because when I went in store, they'd sold out. They only had the testers. So I reckon a lot of you out there have this palette and are enjoying it just as much as I am. And if you don't have it, definitely go get it for the upcoming autumn months, if you're in Australia, that is. But to be honest, you could definitely use this in summer as well. Those yellowy shades and these metallics, oh my goodness. So good, so good. So thank you very much, Linda. The last makeup product I have to show you guys is by the brand Colored Raine, and it is a matte liquid lipstick. I'm also wearing this today on my lips. This is really, really beautiful. First of all, the color is so nice. It's kind of like a rosy, it's kind of like a dark rosy nude. That's what it looks like swatched on my hand, and this is what it looks like actually on lips. It is not drying at all. It's a matte liquid lipstick that doesn't feel like the life is being sucked out of your lips. It is so nice and gentle. Does it transfer? No, doesn't transfer at all. Doesn't go flaky, and you can reapply this as well. It's long lasting, but when you eat, it does kind of crumble off a little bit when you're eating, but it's really, really easy to reapply. You can layer this liquid lipstick and it doesn't look cakey. It looks really, really good, long lasting, easy to reapply, and I've been using this a lot. I got this off of the Beauty Bay website. I was just so excited to try it because I've heard really, really good things, and I wasn't disappointed, which is really good. It's really, it sucks when you hear people talk about these products and you try them out and they aren't what you thought they were going to be, but this definitely lived up. So that is all of the makeup products that I tried in the month of March. Sorry it wasn't that many. We will go on to some skincare now. So the only new skincare product that I've been trying this month is the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Cleansing Water in Oil. I use micellar water to take off my makeup. I usually use, actually I'll grab the one that I usually use. I have been through so many bottles of this one. This is the Garnier Pure Active Micellar Cleansing Water all-in-one. Removes makeup, purifies, mattifies, and you don't need to rinse. Now I do use this because it is for oily to combination skin that is prone to imperfections. Now that is just my skin summed up in a sentence. So this is really, really good. However, I was struggling to take off my mascara and my eye makeup with this product. So I went back to the chemist and found this one that had oil in it. And the oil in this breaks down mascara so easily and it just glides off without any rubbing. It is incredible. Also about this, it smells amazing. I have no idea what it smells like, but it smells good. Like it doesn't smell like a particular fruit or a particular flower or anything like that. It just smells really good. And it's just really lovely to put on your face. And even though it does have oil in it, it's not greasy. It doesn't leave my eyes feeling like you've just rubbed like a Vaseline on it or anything. Really, really good, really happy with this. And the last thing I want to show you guys in my March must-haves is an item of clothing. Like I kind of hinted to earlier on in the video, it is getting cold in Melbourne, really cold. There was a day last week where it was just gloomy, cloudy, really, really grey, and I was just, I hated it. It was the worst. So I went out and I bought myself 2 pairs of track pants from Cotton On, and they are just the cutest things, and they are amazing. They are the best track pants I've ever worn in my life. I'm wearing the first pair, so I'm not going to show you guys that. But this pair I'm obsessed with. Look at that color. It's like a rosy dusty pink, and it's got this line on the side, this white and grey line, and on the inside, you probably can't see, but it's like a fleece. Oh my gosh, it's like a brand new hoodie, like on the insides where it's really, really fleecy and soft. It's like that, but in track pants. And oh my gosh, I haven't worn these ones yet. They've still got the labels on, but I just thought they were the cutest things ever. And I have been wearing these grey pairs. Actually, I will show you. This grey pair is exactly the same as the other ones, but in grey. So they are just so cute. They're so comfy. And I actually I'm only, I think, 5'2", 5'3". I'm pretty short. So I've got really short legs, but a big bum. So track pants usually don't fit me at all. They're either too long or they're the perfect length, but they're for teeny tiny little people and I just don't fit into them. But these are the perfect size. They're maybe a little bit too long, but because they're trackies, you can get away with it, or you can just roll them up at the end. So really happy with the fit, really happy that they've got that soft fleecy thing on the inside, and I have just been loving them. We've had maybe like a week of really cold weather, so I was really happy with that I purchased those, and they're gonna keep me nice and snug in the autumn and in the winter. I would definitely recommend these track pants. They're from Cotton On. They are $24.95 each. So not a fortune. You're not going to break your bank with these. I would definitely recommend them, especially because it's getting so cold in Australia. It's bound to happen at some point, and March is obviously just the time that the cold has come. So that is all for my March must-haves. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you get notified of future videos. Thanks so much, guys. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!